Okie dokie. Hello everyone and welcome to 2023. Welcome to the first video, the first live stream of this year. I must apologise if you can hear any festivities in the background. It's unfortunately the nature of New Year's Day to kind of have that happen, but that's okay. We don't mind a few fireworks and a bit of cheering and whooping in the background. It does happen quite a lot. Whiskers, good to see you. We are here in Dunbreton, up near Edinburgh, as I think we are trying to get enough money to put a ship together to actually visit our to be able to visit our village, because we can't visit our village at the moment because we don't have a ship. Who are we actually at war with? I've been away. I've been visiting family for like the last week, so I haven't been able to. I can't actually remember anything I was doing. Who are we actually at war with? We are the Kingdom of Lathland. Are we Kingdom of Lathland? Yes, we are. Good. We are at war with Outclut, and we have a potential war with the Moon Main. Dank Slavic, good to see you. Happy New Year, if yours has occurred, or if it hasn't, I'm sure it will occur soon. But I think it will have done by now. Outclut, they are... Have they been defeated, these guys? No, they have Kerajed. Thank you very much, thanks, Slavic. Much appreciated. They are gonna lose their they're gonna lose their last holdings there very, very soon indeed. And then they'll be off the map unless they can regain territory very quickly indeed. I might see if we can go and just grab a few bits of money for us, either with prisoners or war loot. War is profit, as always, so I think that's the main thing. So we'll head down that way, hopefully avoiding all these Northmen in the area, because there are a significant amount still under siege, and they've taken it. Kingdom of Alban to take it, so I do wonder how long. I do wonder how much longer Outclut is even going to be a faction. I'm presuming not a huge amount longer. Interesting. Let's head back to Edinburgh. I want to see if there's any kind of factions or anything. Not any factions, any tournaments going on. We seem to have a fight against 42 Northmen. That would be a good way to start the new year. Start battle holding position. Here we go. Oh, there's a lovely hill up here. Let's settle on that. Hills are always a good place to start. I was outside at midnight and people were shooting fireworks for 30 minutes. Yeah, there was a lot of whooping and cheering here for quite some time. Despite the fact that they were still whooping for many a minute after the actual time had passed. I don't know, New Year's has never had quite the same fascination for me as some other kind of people, but I guess everyone has their own things they celebrate. Infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers on the hill, please. One firework flew at you, nothing happened. There's still the occasional fireworks going off in the background. I can just about hear them. There's a lot of Vikings over there. And the spearmen, like normal, have decided not to follow orders because, why would they? Cavalry can just go back here. I don't think our archers will actually be able to do much. I'm hoping we can at least weaken their shields for when they come into close combat. I think that's going to be the best opportunity for us to actually do some good work here. They have had to run quite a long way. A lot of our infantry, and actually a lot of our spearmen as well, do have throwing weapons. Kind of much better than the sling or the bow. Let's see if we can toss some of our own. I was about to say peeler in, but we're not Romans. Oh, we got a kill there. I think infantry can charge, as can spearmen. And I think we will leave the archers and the skirmishers on the hill. I want to take down that berserker. Thankfully I did, just because berserkers are blooming tough. Let's see if we can get around the back, do some damage there. Of course, being aware that some other people will try get around the back of us as well. Oh, it's Bodo. I thought it was a ship captain. The ship captains do hurt. And of course, we do get critical damage fall behind, which is wonderful. Come here, lads. Come here. Charge, gentlemen, charge. There we go. I've also got a pop filter on my microphone now. I don't know if it actually does anything or if any difference can be told, but I lost it for like a year, but I've finally found it again, so I've decided to put it back on the microphone. Oh, we have a Thunder Bearer. Let's get you up. And then you can die horribly and you can lose us a whole bunch of morale mid-battle. That sounds wonderful, doesn't it? We're not going to take the other prisoners. I don't think that's particularly worth it, but there will be a good amount of loot here. I think if we can just organise our inventory a little bit. Viking gear can be decent. I think we can distribute these gloves to people. Bodo has gloves, Morgan has gloves, L2 does not have gloves, and arguably could probably use some better gear in general. Well, actually, the stuff he's wearing isn't too bad. We can give him some better leg gear, and we can give some gloves. Don Chad we can also do the same with. We can give him a slightly better helmet. We can give him some better armour. We give him some sturdy leather gloves. Look at him. To be honest, I feel kind of strange when I say some random shit. Fair enough. Who still needs gloves? Regenhard, you need gloves. You can have these gloves here. You could do some better gear, some better armor. We can give you this better armor. As having our companions actually, somewhat geared might be moderately useful. I think there's some better gear here somewhere. 3511, that'll do. We can give you a much better helmet as well. Norse helm, there we go. And we could also give you some gloves. So now everyone has gloves. We are the glove crew, I suppose you could say. It's a sign of wealth. Gloves. I'm just going to bring that Saxon companion up. Actually, no, I'm not. That's a stupid idea. But I will upgrade these guys. Only we homies get gloves. That could be merchandise. What was I doing? I was heading down to... I was heading to Edinburgh, wasn't I? There is a bunch of Vikings around here. Just because of that Longfall, which we won't want to take on, but it's easier said than done. It's a bit of a tough nut to crack. We'll head in here. We're going to trade with the locals. We've got a bunch of this gear to sell. I do want to get a ship because I really want to do some ship combat, but ships are expensive in this, especially for the amount of troops that I've got. It's going to require quite a lot of money. So to the meat hall, see if there's a prison broker, there's a happy widow, Helgi. Helgi I think we've spoken to before. He can join us now that we are a Viking, but I think he's not going to get on well with some of our other companions, so we might need to let him go if he doesn't like some other people, because right now we have quite a good unit of companions. I don't want to upset that particularly, but we'll have to say he is decently geared. We could definitely use some better gear, definitely a shield and some more armour as a starting point, I think. I also want to see... I want to go to the training hall, training grounds, there we go. The door is locked. I guess that's because it's late at night. Let's try that again. I just want to see if there's any tournaments going nearby that I can try enter. So we want to Dorstad Raskelter. This is a problem. I can't remember what these are in real life. I think they're mostly in Ireland. Yeah, Raskelter. And possibly Airlich had one as well. Okay, well we'll keep heading around and we'll see what we find. I am just going to head back this way to see if Dunklut has managed to recover any of its strength. I'm going to guess it probably hasn't, but it is worth checking. We are losing some morale, but we do gain some money as we are finally actually getting some good money from our rent, but also from our businesses. I suppose the good thing about our village being up here in the, I think these are the Orkneys. I might just be saying that. No, his Orkney. This is can't remember off the top of my head. But no one really goes there to raid because it's out of the way. So in that sense, it's quite good. But it's, you know, oh my goodness, 92 young warriors. Interesting. I thought there were 92 Vikings, and I was about to get very, very scared. Connacht and Wessex have made peace. I feel like I should say something, but I can't think of something. That's fine. You can do whatever you wish. Sometimes it's nice just to watch someone play something and just be able to do what you want in the background. We are apparently very close to completing our goal, but I can't remember how to check my goal. Camp. Nope. Notes. I genuinely can't remember how to do so. Quest? No, that's fine. I just watched Half Awaken. You need more of that chocolate. This is the thing I was worried about. Clovis. Sir, Helgi is a base braggart. As a man with as much respect for the bravery of other men as a sphere, I'm tired of hearing how he and his fellow warriors could defeat anyone in the battlefield just because he is a master of military discipline. So I asked him, if he and his men were so much more disciplined than even the Franks, how did he fail to conquer his Danish enemies and instead ran to hide amongst the Saxons, people that he despises? He gave me no reply, his face just turned red, then he cursed me and all my ancestors and almost challenged me to a duel. He says he is so disciplined, but I think maybe you should discipline him a little bit more. I'm going to stick with Clovis here because Helgi is new and he's already causing problems. So if Helgi goes, Helgi goes. Indeed, it's 2 AM for you, it's 1 AM for me here, but it's New Year's Day. I was never going to probably sleep that much anyway. Yeah, you were the one who told me about the chocolate, I think. I'm just wandering around the British Isles. 47 ruthless men. I don't think they need to really be going after. Don't think we need to really be going after them, but we could if needs be. Who's sieging Taunton? Oh, Gwynedd. Interesting. I would like to offload these prisoners if possible. Wandering Bard, Book Merchant, Finn Archer. Book Merchant could be interesting, but they do cost a blooming ton. And honestly, I think we have more important things to be doing with our money. So unfortunately, sir, we will have to wait till another day to become more knowledgeable. Wow, I really struggled to get the words out then. We'll head to Chippenham because we do know there is a prison broker there. And I think the next thing we'll do is ships before anything else. Because I want to do some naval combat, and naval combat is fun. It is funny how you can get into a town that someone else is sieging. I guess because I'm not at war with either of those warring factions, it doesn't really matter. But I do agree it's a little bit odd at times. Spearman, here's Ethelmere. I want to sell I want to not sell the Britain archers because I need them for a quest, but I'll happily sell the rest of them for not a huge amount of money, but you know, something. Okay, there's no companions that we actively need to look out for. That's good. How are we doing for food? We're doing okay. What? Horses are so expensive. even the ponies, kind of the bit more basic ponies, are not cheap by any means. Let's go to the... see, there's another tournament kind of down here now. Hello, Mr. Buff Naked Man. Will there be a tournament in nearby town soon? Rescoter, they're all in Ireland. I don't want to go to Ireland purely for the sake of a tournament. It just doesn't feel worth it. Wessex is getting stronger than I would perhaps like. I agree, Danksavic. It's a little odd. But, you know, if they're going to let me in, I'm not going to say no. Helgi is now annoyed at Clovis. Excuse me, Warlord, I'm very close to killing with my bare hands that insect that calls himself Clovis. That joke of a warrior does not understand how bravery without discipline can not only result in defeat and shame. Is that supposed to be that shit? I'm going to presumably. Clovis saw fit to mock the warlike nature of my people, and even suggested that I am England only because I was defeated in the battlefield fighting against the Danish, which of course has never happened. I will not have my methods nor my beliefs questioned in front of my men, and not serve any warlord who tolerates such insubordination and stupidity in the shield wall. Thank you for allowing me to speak my piece. Well, Clovis is still more important, sorry. Sieges, I love sieges and like medieval stuff in general. Just in general, I kind of love history. I'm a big history buff. Although I suppose you could say I'm only kind of more... I suppose you could say kind of Western and European history. You know, I would like to learn more about other histories in other parts of the world. I just haven't got round to it yet. Let's head back up this way. Oh, I do want to see if we can... I don't know if that other faction has died yet, but if he... It looks like Al is starting to change allegiance there that I can see. I would love to be able to get a town or a faction for myself. I'm actually going to help these guys out because it will give me a little bit of positive relation with this lord. So it's by no means a bad thing. Herr Sir Logenwald. I can tell you some things about medieval sieges. Go for it. I love to hear things about medieval sieges. Let's hold on the hill here. He seems to be charging, or at least we'll let him push in first. Man, I forgot how thirsty this business is, or how thirsty this streaming makes me. Where? Okay, there they are. Actually, I think everyone can just charge. It's not a major problem. There's only 47 of them, and we do have this other army with us. But I'm hoping it's not going to give us much loot, but it might just give us a little bit of positive relation with this lord in Northumbria, which might be useful going forward. So we can get some throwing weapon experience. We get our proficiency up a little bit. We only kind of mildly being successful, but that's okay. Wow, that hurt. And the chap with the spear did a lot of damage. Let's go after some of you more heavily armoured chaps, I think. Definitely attacking from behind is a very useful strategy of dealing damage quickly. Before sieges, enemy armies would send out cavalry to close villages and pillage it, attacking caravans as food supplies. Yeah. That was always a big thing, was the lack of food in sieges. They would never have enough for like a year-long siege. Because some sieges lasted for much longer than certainly I kind of think. Certainly in this game, sieges make it seem like you only siege for like 2 days. That's only while you're building equipment. But often sieges lasted for, you know, months, if not years, if not, I think occasionally decades. I don't think we're going to catch up to this guy because we're in slow, heavy armour. Where is he? Someone might be him with a sling if they're lucky. But no one else is going to catch up to him at this point if we don't get him with range. Can we get him? Can we get him? We're not going to get him because he's really fast. But he's still got like half the map to cross. There we go, wonderful. After enemy army arrival, they would build siege camps and then palisades so the town would be totally cut off. Yeah, sieges were brutal. Here we go, we've managed to increase our relation with that guy by a whole 1, but that relation bit, it's something, it's nothing to be sniffed at. And we'll manage to get some really, really terrible loot, but terrible loot is still something. Can still be sold. Because what town merchant doesn't want a whole bunch of hats, pitchforks, sticks and rocks? Okay, Helgi is becoming a real problem. Do you see Helgi during the last battle? He taunts the fallen foe as they lie stricken and helpless on the battlefield, mocking their parentage and their foolishness for having fought us. He is becoming completely depraved and weak just like all his race are. We should not tolerate that bastard in our shield wall. You know what, Bodo? I agree. So, Helgi, you're not working out. We need to separate for a while. Toodles. He's not going to like us very much, but he wasn't really helping the party out. Trebuchet reloading was 6 hours, blimey. Puts Age of Empires, and I thought my Age of Empires Trebuchet reloading was slow, but clearly not. Let's keep heading this way. Ooh, 21 young warriors. Let's go after you. That can be my next part of my army. Prepare to die. Wonderful. Start battle holding position. Ooh, we're kind of in a village this time. This is unusual. The scout returns and informs you the enemy is spotted behind the village. The villagers have fled the fields and sought safety in one of the houses. They all know all too well the horrors of war. As do we. As do we, you find yourself mumbling. Where are they? Oh, I see them. Okay. Let's head up on this hill, at least partially. Infantry and spearmen here. Archers and skirmishers on the higher ends of the hill. And our lone cavalryman can do whatever because it's not going to make any difference, to be perfectly honest. We'll have to see. I don't think the villagers will come out and help us. They'll just kind of let us do all the work, I imagine, but that's okay. Oh, there's an wolf head in leaving the way. Okay, we'll get ready to charge, but we will let them come to us. As I just think strategically that's the better thing to do. Let's see if we can deal with this guy before he becomes a problem. He's not big on armor, but he's gonna hurt. He's gonna hit like a ton of bricks. Okay, we dealt with you. Wonderful. Infantry charge and spearman charge. Okay. Let's not get killed here if we can help it. Oh, we leveled up. That's a rarity nowadays. Good sirs, I beg you cease and desist. Gentlemen, please mind your own business. Go away. There we go, dealt with you. After siege camps were built, trebuchets and catapults were firing the town 24/7 until the town surrendered. That's how most of the sieges played out. But there are rare occasions where army were attacking the city and the battle like we see in movies. Yeah, I think these kind of all-out assaults you see in kind of media depictions are actually quite rare, as you say. People just sat around not really doing much in sieges. Okay, 21 young warriors, wonderful. Young warriors are hardly like excellent soldiers, but they will bulk out our shield wall a little bit, which is by no means a bad thing. We want to take that stuff. This is the farmland we tried to enter before without success. We could try again. Helgi's decided to become an adventurer, that makes sense. Oh, really? My village got raided by someone from Outclut, despite them having no land whatsoever. But I guess they kind of need to get income from somewhere. That makes sense. I just hope we can catch them on the way back to the mainland, because I presume they'll return to Scotland in general. So we'll see if we can try to catch them up somewhere. Are you Outclut? No. We know they're like a light green colour. Their faction colour. So we just need to try to find them. Whether we will be successful is a whole other question. Lots of renegades around here, but they're not going to be worth a huge amount. Unfortunately, because we've had our village raided, we're not going to get money for that, which is not ideal. I need to find where this person is. But trying to find someone in the Outclut territory is going to be a real pain, because they don't have any land. So I'm kind of just have to go around until I find someone in SC defects to another faction. I don't know how successful we're going to be, but we can definitely go looking. Sieges are great fun. Like I said, I really enjoy historical stuff, so I always enjoy learning more stuff. Thank you very much indeed. Did you raid this village, or did someone else raid this village? Airlich and Wessex are at war. That's no real surprise. It seems that Ireland and Wessex are always at war. You know a method that you think nomad tribes used in sieges? Did nomadic tribes do sieges? Oh, hello. Okay. We're fighting about 50 more Vikings. Not really by choice, but that's okay. They would use more campfires so the army would look bigger. That's very clever. It's very intuitive. Either way, it's a very clever tactic. Infantry, spearmen down the front, archers, skirmishers at the back. Pretty much the bog standard set out for one of these fights against the Vikings. Because otherwise we'd be in a bit of trouble. There's actually a horseman here. Interesting. Let's see if we can throw a javelin or two in it. Or in the human. You're definitely not a Viking, but you're clearly someone. We can definitely throw some javelins here if we can't throw it in the horseman. Charge, gentlemen, charge. Come here. You're definitely not running away. Are you running away? Please don't run away. Good, you're not running away. I can never shield bash effectively. I kind of managed it there, but it never feels effective. It never feels like it's actually going to do anything that useful. Oh, Bodo just died, or someone just died. Let's stay around the back. No man, he was a Viking, he had boots and cap, that was enough. There we go, success. 8 renown and 9 morale, wonderful. Oh, there's actually some troops here. Ah, Pictish soldiers. We don't usually use these guys for the most part because I've never got around to hiring them, but I'll say no to them. And I'll also do the young warrior and the spearman, but I will leave the peasant woman behind. And I can fulfill my quest with the British archers now. Wonderful, that was definitely worth doing. Even though it was completely unintentional. I definitely did not mean to do it, but I will certainly take the success of doing it. Who do I actually need to give these prisoners to? Skirmishers and bandlord are smart, I bet. Okay, so we need to give it to Gudrod Lagnason. Let's hope he's on mainland Scotland, otherwise we can't get to him. There's some more soldiers here actually. But we're not going to be able to catch up to them, I don't think, so we'll keep on heading on. And find Gudrod Lagnason. Well, certainly someone Ragnason. We're going to see who we end up giving our support to purely based on numbers. We're going to give it to Olaf here because Orkun has got no supporters whatsoever. Possibly we should have given it to Orkun just so his relations would be better with us, but what can we do? He also wants us to go to war with someone. I don't really know who we can go to war with, but sure. Instead of throwing every javelin run to battle, they were picking them up when javelin was close. That is really cool. That's very cool indeed. He's close to Dunbait, which is here. Wonderful. We can go say hello. Hopefully we can find the other lords there as well. Okay, we're ready to join you. And he's thankful because we've joined the campaign. That's actually a really quick way to get to get our relation up with a vassal or the marshal. It's good to know. Hello, Sauerborg. We do need to find ourselves a wife at some point. Herr Sir Thorsten Olafsen. Hello. You don't really like me very much. Do you have any tasks for me? No. You don't. Sigtrygger Arvidsson, anything for me? God, you really don't like me, do you? What about Gudrud? He likes us a bit. And here are 3 British archers. That only gives us 0 relation, 1 positive relation and 400 pennies. That is not worth doing. He wants us to get a Lord of the Outclut. I'll definitely try. But I don't think I'm going to be able to because the Outclut are just in random places. It's really cool that they can pick up javelins. I kind of wish it could be done in this game as well. But sadly not. How long do we have to capture a Lord? 30 days is not long. There can't be that many people left in the faction though. 1, 2. Okay, there's 3 vassals plus the Lord. Not many. We know they're going to be around here somewhere. Well, at least somewhere. They're likely to be somewhere in Scotland, but specifically, I'm not entirely sure. Another person's just gone to Wessex, so Outclut is slowly diminishing, so there's going to be no one left. But we took the quest for positive relation. Warband of Viking Conquest is abandoned by Tailwords, yes, I would imagine so. Because this game is very old now. I mean, even Bandlord doesn't seem that well looked after. But yes, I mean, Warband of Viking Conquest very much so. Unfortunately, because it's an excellent game and could really do with just a little bit of extra work, and it'd be incredible. There's a quest. We can go there and just hopefully get some positive relations with the lords. Because if we end up taking over a little bit of land, I would love to be able to actually take an actual bit of land for myself. Olaf Goodrison, you. There we go. 5 relation for just turning up. And there's a tournament here. And we will definitely bet on ourselves. Oh my god, you're right behind me. That went well. He was right behind me. I'm waiting for one co-op mod for Bandlord. I wish there could be like a more co-op-y. I wish there could. I don't know if there is a co-op mod for Warband, but in general, co-op would be very fun. Osiris Invasion 3, I think it was called. Snazzy. That was a disappointing tournament. Let's go find a different tournament where we don't spawn right next to the person and instantaneously die. I said to Squeen, we are still making a profit just about. But also, every time we upgrade people, we're spending money that could be used for ships. There is a co-op mod for Warband players are still playing. I have never actually seen that, because I would like to do some co-op stuff with a good friend of mine. Just kind of on my own time, and that's good to know. I'll see if I can find it, actually, once I've finished this today. Choose locals. Let's get rid of all this random stuff which is not going to sell for much, but it will sell for a little bit. Full Invasion Osiris 2. Thank you very much. I will very much. If it works, that'll be excellent. Because so many games would be so much better with with co-op. Let us visit the trading grounds once the doors are open during the daytime. I want to see if there's any tournaments going. Tournaments in Bodmin and Tomton. We're not going to get to Bodmin in time because it's the other end of the map. We might be able to get to Tomton if we're lucky, but even that's quite a way. It's PvE. Yeah, that makes sense. We might be going to war with the Kingdom of Alban. Very good. I'd actually welcome a war where we're not so far away. Can we get to Tomton in time? Probably not. Are we going to try to? Yes. Ehrlich and Mead have entered into an alliance. Well, it's to be expected. I hear some partying going on outside. And Gwynedd have taken Tomton. Interesting. And there's still a tournament going on. Wonderful. It's PvE co-op. You're not stupid, don't worry. I do apologise if you can hear anything outside. Oh. Okay, we've kind of left our companion to his fate. Wow, we are doing terribly with our tournaments at the moment. If I can just get one kill, that's all I need. That's definitely not going to happen with two of them fighting us, though. Okay. Can we get to the one? We're definitely. Can we get to one Bodmin in time? Probably not. Let's just double check that there is still the tournament in Bodmin happening. I'm going to guess probably not. There is one, but I don't think we can get there in time. Because Bodmin is literally all the way across the other end of the country from where we're in Scotland. How quickly can we get down to Cornwall? Started doing the trek from John O'Groats to Land's End, which is a really, I think a really interesting walk to do. But it takes you about 2 or 3 months for an experienced walker, so it does take a long time. Basically, you have a map and you have to defeat waves of enemies, and for every kill you get money to upgrade your equipment. Oh, it's like the horde mechanic in Mordhau, or it's like COD Zombies, isn't it? Sounds like COD Zombies. And of course, by the time we get down to Bodmin, the tournament is done. I should have expected that, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Never mind. Let's head to the training grounds. Let's see if there is a new tournament somewhere else. Winchester. We can definitely go to Winchester for a tournament. That's fine. I think the problem is because coming all the way down to this end, it's never going to be a good use of time, but I've just been doing so terribly with tournaments that I need to give it a go. Wow, you have a lot of troops down here. Yeah, like on zombies, but instead of a house you get a battle-sized map. That makes sense. 173. Ooh. Do we want to try taking you on? Oh, this could be a terrible idea. This might be a really bad idea. It's plain tapping on phone, I can imagine. 127 troops versus 173. This might have been a mistake. Do we have any hill to work with at all? This one, it's not a huge hill, but it's something. I'm kind of counting the fact that like half of these guys are peasants, and we have better tactics, so we're still actually doing better, but they're just going to get another reinforcement wave. So infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers up here. Infantry move forward please, as I did ask you before, and cavalry can join on this flank. I can see them slowly charging in across the map. This is definitely the most outnumbered we've been for a while, if not ever. I think we should be okay. I don't know, again, what our spearmen are doing. Let's move them forward. Oh yes, I forgot we've got a few of our Pictish brothers with us now. I think we should be okay, because a lot of these guys are peasants, so the peasants will die by the time the rest of the army makes it there. A lot of those peasants are dying pretty early on. It does mean that we're going to be using a lot of our throwing weapons against kind of the weaker guys, but that's okay. Although I can see this berserker here, who I definitely want to kill before it becomes a problem. Because berserkers are a real pain. Infantry charge and cavalry charge and spearmen charge. We might still need to end up retreating from here if this goes wrong. My hope is that they're not that heavily armoured, and we just keep on cutting them at them from the back. That's the plan, really. If we can just put them into like a meat grinder, that's kind of the best chance we have of winning. Everyone else charge now, because then the cavalry can do something useful, and potentially the archers who are out of ammo can also do something useful as well. Well, that cavalryman's definitely going to die, as he just did. Whether he died or just got knocked unconscious. This is why I don't like having cavalry who aren't part of my companions group, because then they just have no longevity on the battlefield, I find, in this mod. Okay, onwards. We've only lost 9 in this engagement, but we do have another 57 or so of them to fight. How these men throwing javelins reminds me of Katyushas. Javelins? Spears? I'm trying to think. Peeler? That's kind of Roman. Oh, decapitation, fun. Good sir, please. Russian rocket launcher on a truck. I can't remember what that's called. I know what you're referring to, I just can't remember. Is it Kalishnikov, or is that... am I just making that up? No, don't you dare run away from me. Okay, you're dead. Oh, our standing bearer is still alive. That's good. Sometimes our standing bearer can die very early on. 14 dead, 39 wounded, but still a pretty good... still a good amount of progress. And a good amount of renown and morale. And we do get some spearmen and some other people as kind of, not our rewards, but at least positive. And we do have quite a few people here we can take as to recruit, which is nice. Not recruit, these are prisoners. I'm mixing up my prisoners and my recruiters. Or my prisoners and my potential recruitment tree. I'm just tumbling all over my words today. Grab all this stuff. I'd actually really like a war with a Scottish faction, because then it might give me the chance to actually get a bit of land for myself if I'm lucky. Let's head into Winchester and sell all this stuff. And then we can go do the tournament once we've got our health back, because I think our health is pretty low at the moment, so we don't want to risk it if we have anything. If we don't want to risk it, because we would just die straight away. I mean, we have been dying straight away anyway, but you know, what can we do? Just Google Katyusha, you know what I mean. I will Google it in a little bit. I will, if I can remember to do so. Let's grab some... I mean, dry meat is expensive. It does do good things for morale. Let's make sure we are at full strength before we go in. And let's also just ensure we have everyone upgraded as best we can. We definitely lost quite a few young warriors in that, but that's okay. That's what they're there for. They're there to kind of bulk out the lines. And we'll move these spearmen up. They do require a little bit of paying. They are quite expensive in terms of wages, but that's okay. There was no way we could deliver a message to someone who we couldn't find, so Bodo's not thrilled, but what can we do? I think we might have missed the tournament. We'll have to see when it turns daytime again. But I think we've probably just about missed the tournament here, which is a little frustrating. Yeah, we have. Okay, let's go to training grounds and let's find a new tournament elsewhere. Chippenham. We're by Chippenham because we're in Winchester, which is where Chippenham is based. Let's make sure we don't miss this one. I think we are at full health now. We are. Wow, there are a lot of thieves and ruffians around Wessex. They need to sort. Hello, you're outclassed. You're someone I can actually attack. Come back here. You're much more important than a tournament will be. I can actually attack you and get you prisoner and get some war trophies off you. Come back here. I know you probably actually. I don't want to attack you, but surrender or die. He's not going to be thrilled with us, but you know, I wouldn't be thrilled with me if I was being attacked. So let's push forward to this hill. I'm guessing they're not going to come to us, so we're probably going to need to go to them. I think we'll be okay. We do have these British horsemen, but they're so weak that I just don't want to commit them to combat anytime soon. We do have quite a big archer contingent though, so we'll try to use that to our advantage. Let's set up on this hill over here, I think. And then hopefully we can trigger an attack. Wow, I really can't say my words today. And then we'll see how that goes. I could just send the cavalry into their death, but it feels like a little bit of waste in the circumstances. They are still quite far away. Okay, we're pushing up to this hill here. and then hopefully we can just keep squeezing them until they eventually have to attack us. At least that's the plan. I don't really want to give them a huge hit advantage, but if we push to, let's say, here, keep the cavalry up there, because there's no point them pushing forward too much. If we push to here, we can still have a little bit of our own hill. Infantry and spearmen can hold here. Archers and skirmishers can hold here. Cavalry on the hill. They're firing at us, we can fire at them, and eventually someone will... Eventually they'll come in and attack us, I would think. Trying to work out which group these skirmishers are. They're in the horse archer group. That's annoying. We definitely have to move them into the cavalry group. Spearmen move here. One thing about this mod is that troops just go into so many random categories that you never quite have enough to do anything. They have 3 banner bearers. That could be interesting. So the archers forward a little bit. For some reason that horseman decided to dismount, but what can you do? Are we actually making any progress here? No, no one's died. We're kind of just staring at each other, hopefully. Waiting for some progress to happen. Oh, here we go. Someone must have died or got wounded. No, they just decided to attack. Let's take out the Lord. There we go. And they're gonna... I don't think that was the Lord. That wasn't the Lord, that was just a... I guess just a horseman. Okay, their skirmishers are coming in, that's fine. We got our shields at the front. And our own throwing weapons, that's not a problem. We'll let them come to us, I think. It's probably the more sensible way of doing things. I am terrible with throwing weapons, as normal. Okay, make sure you're dealt with. Infantry, you're going to have to charge. Cavalry charge, we've had an injury to our face, which means we are going to need to go and sort that out in Chippenham. Because we do know where... Oh, okay, we are... Okay. This might be one where we actually fall back from, we'll have to see. We do have the advantage in terms of numbers. Whether we have the advantage in terms of strength is another thing. But I do want to take this guy prisoner. It's definitely not a guarantee that we're going to manage it. Either way, we're going to need to go get our face fixed. Get some medieval plastic surgery, as they say. I think we are winning this, just slowly. And it's going to be quite a lot of casualties, I imagine. Yeah, we are winning. But I'm just going to have to let them do their own thing, because I can't control them once I'm dead. Or not unconscious, would you believe? Go on, lads. Oh, they just lost their leader as well, which is good. Are you wearing anything? Okay, you are wearing something good. I thought you were just... didn't have anything on your legs. There's definitely going to be a loss of like 30 soldiers, I think, in that. I didn't plan that fight very well, but what can I do? Who's still left? There's a mysterious soldier somewhere. Ah, these two here. They're running. I don't think we'll be able to reach them. Maybe some of the archers or slingers might be able to. I think our cavalry's all dead. Even our cavalry's not going to catch up to them in time, I don't think. And there we go, they're off the map. Oh well. Victory! He managed to escape, that's annoying. Let's get rid of the peasants. and the bowmen, sailor and the ruffians. We want to be taking prisoners that are actually worth some money, like the horsemen, the archers, the champions, the spearmen, the elite spearmen, the standard bearers, the warriors. In fact, we probably want to even just get rid of these angle spearmen. I don't think we need them. I'd much rather take the kind of more expensive guys. Spearmen. There we go. Okay, I think we lost quite a few people there, but we didn't lose a horrendous amount, which is good. And we are going to get a whole bunch of trophies, which is excellent. A war trophy, quite a few battle trophies. Sadly not an epic trophy, but maybe next time. There are plenty of war trophies we can sell, which is good. Just good amount of guaranteed money. We need to head to Chippenham anyway because of our war wounds. So we're just going to wait outside and wait till night time. Helgi was defeated and we have money back from our village now. Wonderful. We're starting to turn a good profit, which is excellent. We are wounded. I'm just waiting until evening or night time because then I can head into Chippenham and walk around the town and I should spawn right by the physician. Wonderful. Okay, here's 150 pennies. You can do that. Wonderful. Let's trade with the locals. Let's actually just do our battle trophies first so we don't accidentally sell them. 500 pennies 3 times and 1,000 pennies 1 time. Wonderful. And it also gets us a good amount of experience as well. And then we can sell our kind of more ragtag bits of equipment to the local vendors for however much they're willing to pay for it, which is probably not a huge amount, but that's okay. You can't quite afford it. It's only like 50 pennies. I'm not going to cause a huge fuss over that. It's not a problem. So make sure you're upgraded. And there we go. I think we probably missed the tournament here as well. Oh no, we didn't. Good. Let's just make sure we are actually at full... There's another outcloak. They're all down here, aren't they? I don't think we can take him on though. I don't think we can take them both on, sadly. But we do need to do so for a quest. But we can't take on 137 of them. We would simply lose. we missed. Oh my goodness. We're having real bad luck with our having really bad luck with our tournaments at the moment. Oh, yeah, you're a West Saxon person. I want to speak to the outcloak person now because I think we technically will be at peace when we're inside here. Yeah, you're the outcloak person. He's eager to make peace, indeed. He's not interested in prisoners. Okay, fine. We're going to wait for him to disappear, because otherwise he's going to chase after us. Or we're just going to run as quickly as possible. He's getting some more troops. I'm guessing he's... Oh my goodness, he's just gone up to 177 troops. I'm guessing maybe they're kind of based in... I don't know why he's kind of based in Chippenham, but he clearly seems to be. Let's head to Ludenham North to pick up some troops. We definitely need some more troops, and we also have a lot of people to sell. There's a big old couple of fights going on here. Okay, Ludenham North, let's go and recruit 4 peasants. I think you get less when you're not actively kind of... Because I always used to get more out of Ludenham North, but not anymore. Hello, bandit leader. 78 of you, that's fine. I think I don't actually know who's in this army, but we'll have to see. As always, we'll position on the hill. I wasn't really looking where I was going. So infantry here. spearmen here, archers there, skirmishers there, and then cavalry and horse archers on the hill, please, if we even have any horse archers. No, we don't. They all died like instantaneously. This is why I don't like using them. Let's move these guys a little bit further down so they can join in. They can kind of join in this main shield line here. I take the shield wall bashing time as a time to have a drink. Okay. And we're just going to wait for them to come through the trees. I've got a couple of days before I return to work, so I'm going to try do a lot of recording in these next couple of days. Not necessarily editing all of them, because editing I actually find takes longer than recording, at least for me. But at least trying to record enough stuff so that I have enough stuff to edit over the next kind of couple of weeks. Because I want to finish off some series. I've got too many loose ends of series. So I want to finish off Stronghold HD. I want to finish Valiant Hearts, but that's not going to take long. And I also want to maybe try finish 112 Operator. So now I've got a completely open book to work with in terms of series. Obviously alongside these live streams of 7 days, Warband, and the occasional kind of one-off live streams as well. But I'll need to see. Stronghold only needs one more part, Valiant Heart needs one more part. I think 112 Operator needs about 6 or 7. There's a lot left to do in that campaign. It might end up being finished off on a live stream because I don't know. I started off only intending to do it as like a one-person, as like a one-off, and it ended up becoming a series unintentionally. And I don't know if it quite works as a series. It doesn't particularly work well for as an edited series, I don't think. But I'll have to see. I've got some plans as to what to do in my next series, but I need to, of course, finish off the old series first. Otherwise, that if I have like 10 series on the go, nothing ever gets done. We'll pick up some Irish soldiers. I'm just going to put every horse person I meet in cavalry, otherwise they'll never get grouped together. But they'll still end up dying because they are, their horses in Viking Conquest, and they never live. Let's grab all this stuff. We are doing pretty well in terms of money now. We should be able to, as long as we don't have a huge money crisis coming up, we might be able to afford one of those big ships. Let's head back to Chippenham, sell our prisoners to Ethelmer, and sell our gear as well. And we might be able to find a weak Outclutch, not you. You are definitely not weak. Northumbria and Cornwall have made peace. That's interesting. I don't know why the Outclutch have decided to hang around here. It's interesting. I just want to go to Chippenham. Please leave me alone. Okay, let's go to the meat hall. Ethelmer is going to be somewhere. There he is. Sadly, you can't do the sell-all function with him, but that's okay. This is definitely going to earn us a few pretty pennies, which I'm very thankful for. There's about 3,000 there. Of course, we can't upgrade our troops in this prisoner selling tree or prisoner selling menu, but that's okay. Need to make sure this guy has enough money for everything. Sell some in there. We can sell the rest in the weaponsmith. And I think we're going to start heading north because we'll only be able to buy the good ships in places with Viking shipbuilders, because that's just how it works. So we'll head towards kind of Northumbria, I think. We did get a couple of hornmen, which was nice. And I'm just going to move the Irish noble up, although he has some very odd looking shoes. And the veteran as well, because they seem like pretty tough soldiers, all things considered. And weirdly, British shieldmen have, like the British troops kind of have almost square shields a lot of the time, which is not a problem, it's just a little bit different. I forgot Tomton was taken by the Welsh. Our wounds have been dealt with, which is wonderful. I'm trying to remember when our next payday is, but it must be pretty soon. Because I really like a proper ship. 100 ruffians, we're going to come take you on.
You better not be a manhunter.
Just because I want... Oh, this is a big hill. Okay, we'll set up here. But I want money, and either of these guys won't provide much. There are a lot of them, which is the main thing. Okay, infantry, it's pushed forward a little bit. The good thing is, because they've got like no armor or anything, or any gear, they'll run really quickly to their death, which is great. Okay. Just move them forward a little bit. This was a horde of peasants. How that's you. I mean, even the archers will start to do some good work pretty soon. As soon as they kind of get within proper range, there we go. I think someone's starting to fire, and they're definitely throwing some weapons as well. Let's see if we can do some good work. Because, as you can see there, we'll get some proficiency from just throwing from this range. Everyone can just charge now, it's not really a problem. And that way we might be able to stop them routing. They're kind of doing a little bit of a dance here. Let's go two-handed. Get some efficiency, some proficiency up with our two-handed weapon. They are all running like straight away. It's not surprising actually, because they are kind of just like, they're kind of just unskilled peasants, so it does make sense. Everyone charge. Let's see if we can at least run some of them down. I've used all my throwing weapons, but we might be able to catch some of them if we're lucky, which we might. There's still 40 of them on. There's 40 of them they're routing. We do have a few cavalry here, so they might be able to do something. I don't know if I can... No. I can't just ditch all my armour and run naked, because it would at least be a bit quicker. We can have a lot of routed people here. Hopefully we might be able to catch up to them on the world map. That's hopefully the plan. And then we can just kind of pick them up as prisoners from there. Because I don't think we're going to catch these 36 men. Unfortunately, ruffians don't really stand and fight very long because, you know, they're untrained, ungeared peasants, really. There we go. Our cavalry actually managed to get a few of them, I think. But we're going to have a lot of them routing, most definitely. And the police are outside as well. Okie dokie, what's next? There we go. We'll try to catch up to them on the world map because that's 31 prisoners I'd rather not let escape. If I can help it. That would fill up our prisoner bank rather nicely. And we can definitely make not massive some money, but some money. Yeah, any money is better than no money, in my opinion. Okay, let's get all this ready. And where are they? Right enemies. Where are they going to? They're going to Middlesbrough. I think we'll be able to catch up to them. There we go. You'll be my prisoner or die. 31 ruffians. Thank you, sir. That will do me nicely. Actually, we'll be able to get some more gear, but we have no space, so let's get rid of the kind of cheap and tatty stuff at the bottom. Excellent. Head to Jorvik. See if there's a prison broker there. I'd rather not head back down to Chippenham unless it's absolutely necessary, but I don't want to. I also don't want to bog up my prisoner intake with just these kind of not very good prisoners. We'll head to Bebamba. Or Bamborough. Home of Uhtred, son of Uhtred. Anyone in the mead hall of interest? Host? Come on, prison broker, somewhere. Nope. Nope, absolutely not. But we can see if there are any good ships here. We don't want one which can only crew 11 men, that's not going to be worthwhile. A Snieka can do 27 men. If we actually head through the town, I'm going to see if I can find the shipwright. Because I think this is the place I'm going to have to buy my ship from. But I think you can actually make a good profit. Because I think every time you go into a fight at sea and you win, you can get the ship and you can either keep hold of it or sell it. So it's a pretty good way of making money quickly, I think. So I'm just going to go to the docks, wherever they are. Just going to work out where the docks are in Bamborough. I can hear the seagulls. Just need to find out where the actual port is. Well, there's the sea. Yeah. See the ships. I can't just speak to the. There must be a way to actually speak to the ship, right? So I'm going to wait here till night time, because it's often a quicker way to get into the middle of the town. Northumbria, or Norway and Wessex are at war. That's could be interesting. Okay, let's stroll through the town. And we're going to spawn in a better location, I think. Still need to find out my way down to the docks. I'm not being all that successful so far. Well, at least I'll see if I can find the shipwright, wherever he's based. You know what? Let's go to a different place. Edinburgh. That's it. Let's go there. Bamborough is not being successful. Although probably I should check to see if there was a prison broker there. I don't want to fight 70 Vikings if I can help it, to be honest. I could try help you, but you'll win anyway. And honestly, I have more important things to do at the moment. Okay, let's head into. First, let's head to the meat hall. Ransom broker, thank you. 1,000 pennies, not that exciting, but it's something. And then add it with all of this stuff. Thing is, though, I think when we do ship combat, we're gonna not be able to rely on our archers as much. That's the problem. We're going to have to focus on our kind of frontline troops a lot more. And I want to walk through the town, see if I can find the shipwright. But first, let's see if there's actually any Carvey. It's not bad, 39 men. Okay. Let's stroll through the town. See if we can find the shipwright here in Edinburgh. I'm guessing he'll be over here, because this is where the sea is, and I think shipwrights are normally by the sea. Would make logical sense. Sometimes they can be shirtless, but maybe not. That's the physician. It's good to know the physician's there. Ship captain? Shipwright? Shipwright, there we go, wonderful. Welcome, Landlubber. I want you to build me a ship. I want a Busset. 48,000 pennies. Not ideal. What about a Skeed? Less money. I want the one. And if I go for a Busset, but a cheap Busset, still 37. What about a Skeed? 26,000. It's not bad. Because Carvey can hold 39. We could try to go with a Skeed. We shouldn't be that far off. Hang on. Stroll back through the town. We have like 29,000 pennies. Why can he not build us a Skeed? Was it the money, or was it the additional things that we need to get for him? Because if I can just get a ship out, then that'll be a lot better. Even if it can only hold like 60 men. I want to build me a ship. A Skeed. 26,000 pennies. We can do that. Timber, tar and wool. How much is a Busset is expensive. Tar. What did he say he needed? Every time I go there, I completely forget. Stroll through the town. At least we know where to find him. We can start our fleet small and then grow from there. That's the main thing. So he needs... He needs timber, tar and wool. I don't know how much he needs of each. Timber, tar and wool. Timber, tar and wool. There's some wool cloth. That's a start. I know we can get timber from somewhere. There's a wood. There's a lumber camp here. So we'll go to the lumber camp. I just don't know where we get tar from particularly. We're heading to Squeen, see if he's selling tar. Doesn't seem to be. We'll pick up one more wool cloth just as a precaution. We'll head on to the lumber camp. We are making a profit still, which is good. And I'll head to the lumber camp to pick up some lumber for him. I just don't know where we get tar from. Wait, it's daytime. And we just need to find the local foreman, wherever the foreman's based. So yeah, you're the lumber camp foreman. I want to buy some timber. You've got 2 timber? Well, I'll buy it because that's all you've got. Not cheap, but worth it if I can get myself a ship. Now, where do I buy tar from? Do I buy it from a farmstead? Or a monastery? Hang on, notes. Game concepts. Ships. Is there a way to see about tar? I'm just trying to find out where I can get tar from. Economy? Un memento. Let me just double check where I find tar in Viking Conquest. Apparently tar is extremely rare. Good. You can find it in Tunsberg in the Kingdom of Norway. Interesting. How much is it going to be for us to head to Norway? I would imagine quite a bit of money. Let's just double check. Where's going to be the nearest port to Norway? It's going to be this one here. Unless we can find some tar elsewhere, we're going to have to go to Norway, which is going to cost us money. It's not ideal, because it's going to cost us a lot of money. Tools, linen. No. Travel to another port. I want to travel to Tunsberg. That's 5,000 just to get there and back. Oh, that's a lot. If I go from Bebbanburg, is that any cheaper? I don't see why it would be, really. Let's head to Bebbanburg. See if it's any cheaper to head there via that way instead, or go from Edinburgh. First of all, do you have any tar for me? Ale, no. If I travel to another port from here, that's even more. Let's just go, because I think we might be able to make some money in terms of trading on the way back, but it's going to be a cost which I don't really want to have to pay. But if we need to get tar, we need to get tar, and we'll just buy all the tar possible when we're over in Tunsberg. And I don't think we've actually been to Norway yet, so we can kind of do a bit of exploring while we're here. Because we've been over to kind of Denmark and Frisia, but we haven't been to Norway yet. Well, at least I don't think we have. And we're going to be ambushed on the streets. Wonderful, we just arrived. Thank you, friends. This is a nice looking town, isn't it? And there's some more people coming to try attack us. Gents, just charge. It's okay. You don't need to follow me all the time. Okay, you're dealt with. And you're dealt with. Hopefully my companions can deal with the other ones. There's also some people coming from behind from an ambush. Okay, don't know where that person's going. So my companion can deal with the guy up in the castle. We'll deal with the people down here. I guess as soon as we arrived in Norway, people just wanted us dead. It's a nice town, though. There we go. Oh, I'm so sorry. 400 pennies, that kind of softens some of the blow. We might even be able to buy a ship here, actually. Let's have a quick look at the ships. There's sending a Nor. Carvey, which holds 39. Just an Nor or a Carvey. We could get a Carvey straight away. It would hold 39 men. But let's get as much tar as we can. He's only selling 5, but we might be able to get more in time. And we might be able to sell it for a pretty penny on the way back. In the meantime, let's explore Norway a bit, because I don't think we've been to Norway yet. So let's go to this farmstead. I think this is just like a bog standard farmstead. Yeah, this isn't like an event. Some of the farmsteads have like events attached to them. Yes, I don't think we've been to Norway yet. Head to the lumber camp. Do we need to pick up more lumber? I don't think. Okay, we're not going to pick up more lumber because we might be able to pick that up in. We can pick that up in the UK, also in the British Isles. Anyway, so let's go to Odin's Hof and Odin's Cave. Odin's Hof, I'm guessing, is just a stone circle. Can we recruit a berserker? He's welcome. We're not going to pillage the Hof, that's not going to go well. We could also hassle the Hof. I'll see myself out. This is the home of the Nordic gods. Here you can recite old verses, compose songs, and make sacrifices to please the gods. Hello, refugee. Young warrior. Gothi. Interesting. I'm hoping Odin's Cave is something a bit more exciting. We should do. There's not that much in Norway in comparison to kind of Denmark or Frisia in this game, I've noticed. I'm intrigued to see what's in Odin's Cave, because there must be something in Odin's Cave. Do you see that small settlement over there? It's Hordaland. Tell me more. It's one of the small kingdoms in Norway. It's led by Erik Konungr, who is my master. I know him well. He's a tough man, violent and loving nothing more than the independence of his kingdom. So he doesn't like the vow of Harald Tanglehair, great name, to unify Norway under one king. Erik is the father of Gyda, the beautiful girl who puts the thought of unifying Norway in Harald's head. Now the city boy will not allow Combe to touch his head until he wins her hand. She's a regular heroine of Troy. Perhaps you should go see her for yourself. We'll head into Hordaland. I don't know if we'll actually be able to see anything in there. The smell of the sea is pervasive in this area. The rumble of the waves crash against the cliffs resonates in your head like thunder. There's a path very narrow at the end of the beach where you distinguish traces of men. Is this a difficult way that you can only follow on your own, so you order your people to wait behind while you investigate? I'm going to save in case this is a game-ending problem. And let's investigate. I can only go by myself. This is definitely going to be a combat-based thing, isn't it? I can just tell already. The mouth of the rock opens before you. All around is cold stone, and you behold graven marks in a language you do not know. What surprises and treasures are hidden here? Can I see a map? You feel the tension with every step you take. I could definitely come with my companions here, but if the game says I can't, then, you know, such is life. As you advance, you see there is a light inside. Seems this place is not as deserted as I thought. I don't think I'm going to be able to take them all on, but just in case this is game ending, I have saved. Interesting. You're definitely an angry person. Well, if we can only fight one or two angry people at the same time, that'd be good. Okie dokie, come on. Duck and weave, boys, duck and weave. There are quite a few of you. Oh my god, there's a lot of you. Something tells me this isn't going to go very well. Ow. Go away. Oh, I'm stuck on a post. I need to start doing some more damage because they're going to swarm me if I'm not careful. Ow. Go away, please. Oh, there goes my shield. They think you're dead, I lose 500 pennies. Interesting. We might have to come back in a little bit to Odin's Cave. We might just need to prepare ourselves a bit more for that one. You know, we'll give Odin's Cave one more go while we're here. 500 pennies is not the end of the world, and we can also upgrade our character. Power Strike, I think, we'll go into. I'll also go to two-handed weapons. I'm also going to go into Seeking and Navigation. That way we can command 3 ships. Excellent. Denmark and Norway are now in an alliance. That's mildly concerning. North Sea Empire is on its way. Okay, we're going to give Odin's Cave one more go. We do now do a little bit more damage. We probably should have come in with a second shield. Can I turn back? Agathinos, I'm taking your shield temporarily. In fact, I might just take 3 shields with me. I'm going to take 3 shields with me, and then I will return them to their respective owners after the fight. Because as long as I have enough shields, I might be able to do this correctly. I can do a magic trick at the same time. I may not be successful, but we'll have to see. I'm guessing there's something useful here, though. Be it money or gear. Otherwise, we wouldn't have... There wouldn't be so many people guarding it. I'm just aware they all have throwing weapons, which is hardly ideal. Okay, here they come. Let's try and position ourselves to the rocks. They can only throw weapons from so many angles. I just don't want them all to swarm me at the same time. I really feel like I could bring some companions with me, to be honest, but, you know, I guess not. There's a lot of them here. Ow. Good start. I'm definitely gonna lose this again. Goodness sake. Okay, we're just gonna run away. We're gonna have to deal with that another time because we're just not. We just can't seem to deal with that at the moment. There we go. You can have your shield back, and we need to give Don Chad his shield back as well. And of course, we'll keep the nice reinforced round shield for ourselves. And we're going to have lost a lot of money in this trip, but I think it'll be worth it in the long run to get some tar, which is clearly needed. And I think we can sell the tar for a profit in the British Isles because no one seems to do tar apart from Tunsberg here. Any other interesting ships for sale? No. If I can only command 3 ships, I want them to be large ships. I'm still going to buy all that tar because it's pretty cheap. And then we'll sell what we don't need to a trader in the British Isles. How much is it to London Wick? 9,000? Absolutely not. This one I think is the cheapest one, so let's go there. Alclut and Nathan made peace. I didn't even... Nathan is the people we were at war with, but they're kind of out of the game by this point. 10,000 to go buy some tar. It's mildly frustrating. But what can we do? There's not... We just have to deal with it until we get our own ships up and running. But that's the aim really now of this stream, I think, is to at least get 1 or 2 ships up and running would be useful. Because now if I try to sell the tar here, yeah, it's worth a lot more. So I could recoup some of my losses. I think 4 tar is probably enough. So I'll recoup some of my losses by selling this back at significant profits actually. When I do get my own ships, that's going to be a very good trade run for me to do. Actually, let's head in here. Let's head to the training ground, see if there's a tournament going to get ourselves a lot of money. Dunbreton is over here we can get to. We definitely can't get down to Bodmin for a tournament. We saw how that went last time. I mean, our tournaments have hardly been going excellent, but at least there is one. You're throwing things at me. Okay, looks like... Oh, there goes my shield. Red, help. Oh, my guy survived. If you could just buy me time when I go run and get a shield from one of the people you killed, that'd be wonderful. Thank you. Who's this guy with me? He's doing a lot of good work. That champion fighter single-handedly killed 4 troops. I did nothing. I definitely don't want to fight him later on. I don't even have a shield this one. And this guy does. That's annoying. Well, if we can kill this green person, we can take their shield. Please give me the shield. Okay, we're going without the shield. Can I get the shield off you? Yes, wonderful. Are you the champion fighter again? Or are you just a good soldier? Oh, look at that. Snazzy shield bash. Oh, for goodness sake. These tournaments have not been going in my favour, have they? Because even here I can sell the tar for a good profit, but I'm not going to do so because I want to hold on to the amount of tar I've got. We need to go do some fighting to get money, to get our morale back up. That's important. Wessex and Frizzy are at war. It's not terrible for us. Who can we go after? Who can we fight? Actually, there's a bunch of like easy kills down in Wessex territory, so we'll head down there. It's annoying that we had to spend 10,000 just trying to get the relevant amounts of tar that we needed, but if that's what was needed, that was what was needed. But yeah, it looks like they're going to take Snottingham. Great name. There was a lot of people to fight somewhere around here. Kind of around Chippenham, I think they were mostly around. Because we do need morale, we need money. Thieves, there we go, 108 of them. Come here. How dare you, limb from limb. This is an interesting fighting field. This might be one where we just end up charging them. Yeah, I think we're just going to charge them. Oh, Hornman's actually blew the horn, that was cool. But archers and skirmishers are going to stay at the back because that's a terrible idea. And then once the infantry and spearmen are involved, we can send everyone else in. These are just ruffians, so they're not going to be causing too much trouble for us, I don't think. Okay, everyone can charge now. Now that the infantry and spearmen are at the front, we can just charge in. We're going to go for two-handed again, just so we can Get some additional proficiency, I would hope, with our two-handed weapons, as these are just kind of unskilled, unarmoured peasants. And it's quite fun just butchering through them. We can actually ride that pony, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up a... When it comes to it, I'm going to pick up another weapon, like a spear. Preferably not a pitchfork, something useful. I guess the staff will have to do. Where's the horse gone? Did the horse die? No, get on the horse. I'm going to see if I can catch up to them, because I can't use my sword and horseback. So we're going to chase after them on the horse. Actually, I forget I can turn this into... That's a good point. I can turn this into a stabbing spear. So we can do some horse throwing, which is going to go terribly wrong, I think. Okay, let's get the stick out. I'm terrible with pole arms, which I can't couch. No, come back. I'm terrible on horseback when I don't have the weapons I'm used to, but that's okay. Okay, for an out morale. I'm gonna grab all this loot because we just need to recoup all our losses from travelling over to Norway. But we do know that's a really good trading route for us to do, actually. So we can remember that for next time. We'll head to Chippenham and just sell these guys straight away, because we know there's always a Ethelmer the slaver here. They're not going to be worth much in the grand scheme of things. That's okay. We'll probably get more for their actual gear, even though that's not worth a huge amount either. It'll still be worth something, which is useful. Just move the timber and the wool up. We need to get some more food. We'll just get the cheapest food going, kind of the barley and the wheat, I think. And we'll keep on finding people to fight. Actually, we can head down to the Danish Long Fort down in Cornwall. We'll do that. Okay, we're starting to get some money back again now, which is good. Thieves, that's okay. Wessex and Cornwall at war, so Cornwall's going to probably die. I did see some Vikings down here. Only 22 of them, but I still think they'll provide a good amount of loot for us. We've already got such negative relations with the Sea Warriors anyway that, you know, why not? Oh well, it is 2:30 in the morning. But it's New Year's, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, infantry in the front, spearmen in the front, archers, skirmishers, and cavalry at the back. Because only one of these cavalry is immortal, and that's Beta here. I think probably once we get the ships up and running, the next plan will be to get all my companions onto horseback. Because then I can have a proper cavalry force continuously. They won't be great, but actually having some cavalry means I'll be able to ride down people a bit better. Because these Irish horsemen won't last long. It's just the nature of them. Okay, we've got a Berserker at the front, or an Ulfhedin. He's coming for me. We have some of our own though. There goes his shield. Oh, he was about to chop off mine. He was about to split me in two there, but luckily we managed to throw a weapon at him before that became the case. You are already running, so I'm gonna throw a javelin in your back. Ensure you don't run. I'm gonna make sure you don't run as well, if I can help it. There we go. And that also got our proficiency up. Wonderful. 296 morale. And we do get some loot, if nothing spectacular. We're heading to Bodmin. Trade with the locals. See, even just that small fight against the Vikings provided pretty much the same amount of money as actually fighting about 100 of those ruffians, so it is much more worth it to do. I think probably Cornubia will be the next faction to fall, purely because they're such a small faction in the southwest of England, and against the powerhouse of Wessex I just don't think they'll manage to stay alive. How are we doing on money? I'm not upgrading any of our troops for the time being. It can happen at a later stage. Denmark and Wessex, yeah. Outlet is no more, that makes sense. Okay, we're going to start heading back up north again. And we can find someone like, wow. Okay, we're taking you on just for your prisoners. That's going to increase our wage bill by a lot, but it means I don't need to spend time recruiting them and training them, which is most welcome. Looks like we're kind of hit by some old walls here. Are they coming to us? I imagine they are coming to us. So if we can beat them up this massive hill, that would be good. Whether we'll be successful is another question. I'm just going to get the infantry to charge straight away and the spearmen to charge straight away. Everyone else can kind of catch up, but because if they charge in formation, they'll move incredibly slowly indeed. We should be okay. We do outnumber them about 2 to 1, and we should be getting a lot of good soldiers from this. And this way we don't need to spend time recruiting and training and blah 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 blah. This does it all for us, which is excellent. And we should also get a good amount of money from this as well. This won't be an easy fight though, as they do all have shields, so they're going to be pretty decent soldiers. So we will take some losses. We'll still, in terms of like profit in terms of soldiers and also troops, we will be in a positive, I think. Okay, you're dealt with. You're dealt with. At least we kind of have the high ground. I do hope we can actually manage this, because it kind of looks like we're losing. We really shouldn't though. Everyone charge. Okay, yeah, no, we're fine. We'll lose some people, but we should be okay. Get still with you. So make sure our bannerman's okay, because if we lose our bannerman, we lose a bunch of morale. And that's not a good thing for us. That's not a good thing to happen. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Good. Victory! On y va! This also gives us some morale up. But look at all these prisoners to recruit from. Excellent. So 2 young warriors. Those will bolster our line, as will the spearmen. And I'm just going to pretty much take everyone apart from that priest. Anything that can be upgraded will be upgraded. Excellent. Chuffed with this. It was well worth doing. Let's just make sure everyone is in the right group. I'm going to move you up because you look damn snazzy with your body paint on. Spearman will move up. British Horseman will move up as well. That's going to really increase our wage bill, but definitely worth it indeed. And actually these will be worth a good amount of money as well. So very much a battle worth doing. And we'll head back to Chippenham just to sell the prisoners. Because we know there's a prison broker guaranteed there. So that's definitely a good thing to do. Okay, we'll head to the meat hall. Speak to... where is he? Not the Happy Widow. We are kind of walking on the fire. Let's not do that, maybe. Please buy all these prisoners. 164 troops. That's a pretty high amount. We probably won't be far off being able to actually take on castles by ourselves soon. But I want to make sure we're set up before that happens. First of all, I want to get a ship in production so we can finally do some ship combat. I can't remember how much space the ship I'm going for will give me. So we could even just try for a double ship. We just need to see how much... I can't remember how much it costs. So let's head back to kind of Bamborough, Jorvik, Edinburgh. And see what they can do for me. Because they might even have one of these ships ready to go. Which would be pretty damn good. Because I wouldn't need to spend all my like tar and everything. So head up to Bamborough and Lindisfarne. Or Bebbanburgh, my apologies. See the ships. So there's a Birding, but doesn't look like a gnomon at all. All he has is the Birdings, okay. You're very much a disappointment, Bebbanburgh. Let's move on to Edinburgh. And a couple of the other... We can also head on to... There's another place I can go to as well. I want to go to somewhere with a, you know, obviously a Viking area. Okay, we are at war with Wessex. That's interesting. We're going to lose money now because we have got a lot of industry in Wessex. It also means we can't go to Chippenham to sell our prisoners. That's annoying. But it does mean we can do some warring. Warring is good. Warring makes money for us. And he's already got a Carvey for me. Carvey holds 39 men, which isn't bad. I'm going to stroll through the town again. Actually, I'm going to wait till night time, then stroll through the town. Because then I can get to the shipwright a lot quicker. As long as I don't get ambushed. Okay, onwards to victory, gentlemen. I'm trying to decide whether I want to wait and just commit to an even bigger ship than I've got. Because I could get a... I want you to build me a ship. I could get a Skeed. Or Bruce. How much is... I want like the cheapest Bruce possible. 37,000. And if you're selling some ships at the moment, aren't you? You're selling a Carvey, which is 39 men, which is like the all-rounder. How long is it going to take me to get to 37,000? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and get to 7 to get to the number I need. But now I've got so many troops that I'm not actually going to go fight Wessex for money. I think that's really the best thing I can be doing. Because we're going to be making a loss now. So we actually need to be doing things actively each week. Fighting a couple of weak Wessex lords will get me trophies. would make sure they're not too out of position. Or if any Wessex traders going, that'd be good. So yeah, we're going against our former employers. We have to be careful because Wessex is strong. Wessex is very strong indeed. Were they Wessex? Oh, they were Wessex. Come back here. Connacht and Alban at war. There's a lot of war going on at the moment. I don't want something from you. I want your stuff. None of your goods. We are attacking traders and people aren't going to be too thrilled with us. But, shucks, we need money. So, we're going to have to do it. I don't know if they're going to come attack us, but let's set up here. So I want infantry and spearmen here. Archers here. Skirmishers here. Cavalry, hold the back. Looks like they are going to come in for us though, which is... I don't know if that's good or bad. Suddenly this cavalry's coming in for us. Let's see if we can just deal with him. There we go. Infantry can charge and the spearmen can charge. And everyone else can charge in a second. I suppose there's a priest here in the merchant caravan, but yeah, what can you do? But this, at least we're not like raiding. Oh, we just tripped off that priest's head. At least we're not raiding villages or monasteries. We're just raiding the trade of one particular faction. Okay, I think everyone else can charge now as well. I don't want to die here if I can help it. There we go. He says, oh, I don't want to die, and then he inevitably dies straight away. At least we didn't take a major wound, because that would have been a pain to have to go and get that sorted at a town. Whereas this way we can just carry on trying to find some Wessex stuff to raid for money. Or we can go after some lords. But we need to find some weak lords. But actually, probably cutting our... probably cutting some of our force wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. We have a lot of troops and they cost a lot of money. So arguably being able to have a few less wouldn't be the worst idea. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Because I can't actually remember how many men go into the double-sized ship. I think maybe 80? I'm not entirely sure. And I am buying the cheapest one, which isn't great. But I don't see what other options I have, to be honest. I will happily take some stuff to sell. We are low on food. I need to make sure not to sell this tar by accident. Ooh, jewellery, 1,000. Yes, please. We do need to head into, I think, Tomton. We'll sell this stuff, we'll buy some food. Because without food, we are just going to be in a whole host of issues. So, sell this. Jewelry sells pretty well, all things considered. Okay, let's get the fruit. And we'll just buy... Okay, we need to reclaim that food. We'll just buy kind of all the cheap food they have, which is really not that much. So I'll have to probably head to Kimmergrid. We're not at war with Gwyneth, are we? I don't believe we're not. I don't believe we are. Let's pick up some more cheap barley and bread. Not exactly exciting, but it's going to do a job. We're up to 30 grand, which is nice. So actually, I think targeting Wessex trade is going to be our best option. Unless we find a lord kind of out of position and weak. Which is entirely possible. We need to be a little bit careful. For like a reason like that. Because he has 549 troops. Good grief. We just need to find the trade, really. If we can find where the trade is kind of based, that'd be good. You're a Northumbrian trader. You have 155. You're technically running from me. But I don't want to take you on unnecessarily. You're a trader. Come here. I demand something for you. How much is the toll? 1,090. Not bad. I can definitely get more if I just attack you. So I'm going to do that instead. And you, with any luck, you might kill a few of my soldiers. Are they going to charge us? Probably. So infantry, I'm just going to get the infantry and spearmen to charge, and everyone else can kind of follow once they've pushed forward a little bit. I mean, even these Pictish crossbowmen are pretty damn snazzy. Like, they just have shorts and a crossbow, and they've painted themselves blue. You, sir, have an excellent moustache. Okay, everyone go. Everyone charge now. I'm just gonna jump on the pony just to get to the battle a bit quicker. And of course, the turn can get these like tiny stabby things, but they're nowhere near as good. Let's try to do some horse throwing. I just killed a. I think I just killed. I definitely just knocked out Blade by accident, didn't I? Well done, mate. This was a terrible idea. Why did I ever think this was a good idea? Gentlemen, bugger off. Cease and desist. Okay, well, we've taken some damage. I think we'll be okay, though. We will lost 3 renown, but what we do? I was being stupid on the horse. But it's okay. We should get some good loot from this, and then once I can finally get a ship up and running, it's gonna be so nice. You have no idea, because I can do that trading route between Thurston, where we bought all the tar from, and also just being able to travel around much quicker by ourselves would be nice. And I think we can just get money by getting ships and then selling them straight away. I'm not sure that's how it works, but I think that might be how it works. We'll have to see. But I definitely want to commit for my flagship to have as many warriors in it as possible. Okay, let's take as many prisoners as we can, because again, prisoners equals cash, and everyone loves a bit of cash. Some armor, some rather unexciting loot, but that's okay. We obviously can't sell it. We can sell it in London. Oh, hello. I don't want to fight you. Can I cover my retreats? 9 soldiers, done. People are going to be really angry that I did that, but I can't take on 258 of them. And we're going to lose some morale from doing so, would you believe? I just want a toll. There's a toll. 403 pennies. Fine. Just because I'm kind of badly injured. That was a mistake. But we can't change that now. Snottingham has been besieged. That's a great name. I love the name of Snottingham. Okay, we're going to sell the pork and the beef because it's just going to rot otherwise. Oh, we actually got some more wool. That's interesting. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere now, which is good. If there's a prison broker here, that would be excellent. There's not. So let's head to Cirencester? Maybe Cirencester will have one. I just need to be more careful than I am being. Can I catch up to you? I just want a toll. 922? Yep. I'll happily go around just taking your money without any consequences. It's great. And then every once in a while I can also attack one. Traveller. No prison broker. We'll head up to Tomton then, I guess, because there are no other major towns that we can go to here. Norway and... Oh, we are now allied with Norway. Interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that, but I guess we are both kind of a pagan faction kind of in the north of the map, so it does make some sense, I suppose. Where are all the prison brokers? Head to Wales then. Maybe Wales has a prison broker. No, just more travellers. Where are all the prison brokers? I don't want to go across the ferry. Jorvik? Because I actually have a good amount of prisoners here, but I need to sell them. Who knows, we might even find some more Wessex trade up here anyway. I need to not go on the fast speed so much, because otherwise I'm just going to run into problems. Wandering Bard, an old captain, and no... No prison brokers. Bedinburgh? We're going to keep going until we find one. You're just a veteran, you're a wandering bard. Host, no. Actually, I know where I can sell them. I can sell them up at Stone Row here. It's a bit of a way just to sell some prisoners, but it'll be worth it in the long run. But we'll try Edinburgh first. And if not, we'll head to the Stone Row. Please have a prison broker. No, no one has a prison broker. Okay. I'm just going to have a quick look at the ships while I'm here, though. Sneaker. Birding. Just a snicker or a birding, neither of which I particularly need. I mean, I need ships, I just don't want to do it for in terms of size. So let's go to Stone Row and sell them to the crazy Viking here. It's a bit of a walk if you don't have a horse. But at least we can sell the prisoners here. I'm surprised that none of the major towns in the whole of England had a prison broker, but what can you do? If there are none, there are none. You just have to keep pushing otherwise. Till you find somewhere that can. And luckily I know you can get them here. But if you don't have a horse, it's a very long way. I'm determined to get a ship this stream. No matter how long it takes me. The New Year's Day's stream of finally becoming a captain. Could be like Jack Sparrow. You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of. Ah, but you have heard of me. Can I get to the place I need to go? Sadly, there's no like just talk to the captain button. Because also you can try and rescue these prisoners. I don't know what the benefit of that is, really. But I really wouldn't want to, because these guys are pretty damn tough. Hello, ship captain. I'm here to sell slaves. Pay me. 1687, not bad. Not worth travelling all of England for, but not bad. And there's definitely some Irish lords over here, isn't there? I wonder why I was fighting so many Irish prisoners, but I guess they're coming over to fight their wars in here. Their wars here. Let's go do some more ransacking of Wessex trade. To get enough money. I'm not even going to upgrade my prisoners for the time being. Can do that later on. But for me, the ship is a priority. My village has been raided again. That's kind of annoying. But I don't have a ship, so I can't get over there to defend it or even make any improvements. So this is what I'm having to deal with. Oh yeah, I forgot we're kind of... East Angle doesn't like us after we raided a monastery. Now we just need to kind of do our intimidation tactic on the trade. Definitely don't want to go after you though, you look scary. If we just sit near Winchester we might be able to catch some trade, but it's arguably not a very safe thing to do. I do want to catch some trade though in this area. There's probably some coming in from Canterbury. Just need to find it because we are now losing money each week with no rents, and some of our businesses are under sequestration. It's a bit lazy just to do this with trade, but it is remarkably effective if you can find them. Or if we could find like a weak lord, then we can take him on. We definitely don't want to be stuck there. Like you, come here. I'm definitely going to kill you for profits if I can. And I can actually catch up to you, which is good. Die. I'm going to hold position. But I imagine I'm just going to have to charge him because he's not going to come for us, is he? No. Doesn't seem so. So we'll send everyone to this hill. But I don't want to send the cavalry in because they're just going to die. So the cavalry can just wait here until the time is right. I'm just going to send the infantry and the spearmen to charge straight away though. Just so they get into the fight a bit quicker, instead of moving their kind of like assigned formation. If I get him as a prisoner, or I can at least get some like battle trophies or something, that would be nice. But we are now at a loss until this war is over, or our village starts paying rent again after it's recovered from being raided. Okay, cavalry can charge now as well. In fact, everyone can just charge now, it's not a problem. We've got the hornmen, we've got the bannermen. Let's do this, chaps. We are just charging in, which is not really a very safe or effective way to fight, but I think it's just going to be the quickest way of fighting. And that way our horsemen don't just die straight away. Okay. Ow. Okay, so I'm going to need to deal with that at my local infirmary because I've got a blooming massive spear sticking out my head. Or my arm, sorry. He's got some strong troops here. This was arguably a really terrible way to do this, but that's fine. There's not I don't think there's a horse nearby I can take. But let's see if we can throw some throwing weapons, at least try to catch one of them. Probably not. Come on. Standing up, we might be able to catch them up. on the actual world map, because that is something you can do, of course. He manages to escape as always. That's incredibly frustrating. What can you do? We do at least get some good prisoners from his retinue. We didn't get any. We get a battle trophy, so wasn't really worth doing. I mean, it will be worth doing, but not as much as you might hope. And we'll go to Cirencester and just sell this loot off. We're not going to be able to catch up to his stuff in time, but that's okay. We are wounded, so we'll head to Cirencester and hopefully find what we need to. Oh no, we have an epic trophy. Excellent. We must have just picked that up, and I just didn't see it. So let's redeem my battle trophy. So battle trophy and epic trophy. Wonderful. And we need to stroll through the. I'm gonna wait till night time. I'm gonna stroll through the town of Cirencester to try and find the healer. So we've got a Denmark, Norway, and Letland alliance. Interesting. Okay, let's stroll through the town and see if we can find the healer. I don't know where. Oh, there he is. I know where he is in a few towns. I just don't know where he is in some towns. Okay, 150 pennies, well spent. How are we doing on our money now? Better. We're getting there. Let's head up towards the relevant area. By the time we get there, we should have fought some more people or done some more fighting or got some more money somehow. We're not going to take you on though. There's Nottingham. 99 robbers. I don't think we need to take you on just at the moment. We'll head into Jorvik to see if we can sell these prisoners first. I doubt we will be able to because there's never any prison brokers anywhere. Would you believe there are no prison brokers anywhere? Okay, let's head to Bebemba. Oh, hell no. No, come here. I require money. 156. Very well. You can go in peace, but I want your cash. Any interesting ships here? A Nor? No. I can't remember exactly how much money he needs in Edinburgh. I'm just heading to Edinburgh because I know where the shipwright is there. You know, we're based in Scotland, so it's not the worst idea in the world. They always have such terrible small ships for sale. Let's wait till night time. And then we're going to stroll through the town. Hopefully, we can get this ship built. We should have just enough. We can deal with the financial problems afterwards, I think. It's going to take quite a bit of time for this to build, so I just want to get it built as soon as possible. Shipwright, I want you to build me a ship. I want a Busset. Ash, 37,200. How many bits of material do I need? I've got timber, I've got wool. Do I need more timber? There's a lumber camp up here. It's fine, I can go get some more timber, but I thought I would have had enough by now. Okay, let's go get the relevant bits of timber that we need. It's going to cost us more than I would like to get this ship up and running, but I'm hoping it's going to be worth it in the long run. But we'll have to see. I want to buy some timber. Surely 4 of each is more than enough. 4 of each must be enough to get this boat up and running. I want to get to Edinburgh before payday. No, that's the wrong side. Because now I don't have enough. Okay, we need to go find some people to kill. I did see some people to kill up here somewhere. Where are some people to kill? I just need some money from somewhere. Okay, let's head back down to... Oh, hang on. That'll do. 28 Northmen will probably give me what I need in terms of money. Prepare to die. Start battle holding position and we should be okay. So, infantry here, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers on the hill, and then cavalry can go there. Cool. Oh, I did the weird camera angle. I don't know how much loot there'll be here, but I'm hoping enough to at least get this ship up and running, and then afterwards we can try fixing the financial problems we have. But I just want to get this ship in production because it's going to take about 20. It's going to take nearly a whole month to get produced, so I just want to get it done as soon as possible, really. Because otherwise we'll be just waiting for. We've been waiting for such a long time. Because in the story mode of this mod, I think you get the. I think you get a ship pretty much on your first day. But I'm not entirely sure on that. I might be just spouting lies and nonsense. I don't know. Here they come. We should be okay. We'll join our spearman line here. And we can start throwing some stuff in. Just weaken their shields as best possible. I'm determined to at least have one ship battle before the end of this stream. That is my goal. Everyone charge. That's a lot of throwing weapons. That's some good decapitation, wonderful. Those guys are running, get after them. Pick up as many javelins as I can. Come on, get the guys further back, please. Oh, I just picked up another shield by accident. I was trying to grab the javelins out of his back, but I don't think that worked very well. You, near me, I want you to dismount. No, I want you to dismount. F6, there we go. Dismount, we'll catch up to you. And we'll ride past them. Or at least we'll try and catch up to them. It is a lame pony, so it's not going to go very fast. But it will be a little bit faster than just walking, but we didn't need to. Wonderful. Someone caught up anyway. 4 now, 9 morale. Those prisoners will help. I'm going to just make sure... I'll take the elite skirmishers because they're pretty good. And in fact, I will take these guys, but I just really want to get this ship up and running. I missed the spear there, that's fine. Let's head back to Edinburgh. Kinulagan, looks like West Essex. West Essex is going to have a lot of issues. It's fighting a lot of people at the moment. I'm glad we're not still with Wessex. Let's trade what we can here. We must have enough now, surely, I think, in terms of kind of goods. So we're going to wait till night time again. Evening, there we go. We're going to stroll through the town. No, we need to wait a little bit longer. And now we can stroll through the town. Please don't ambush me, thank you. Head to the shipwright, and surely we have we have 4 of each wood now. 4 wood, 4 cloth, more than enough tar. I'm really hoping that's going to be enough for what he needs. We've saved up a lot of money and spent a lot of time doing what we need to do. I want you to build me a ship. I want a Bousset. You don't have enough timber, tar, and wool. You do. I do have those things with you. How many? Hang on. How many? How many bits of timber, tar, and wool do you need for this for this ship? Just checking what the requirements are for how much timber and wool and tar we need. Because really, I feel like we do actually have what he needs. Unless we need like 10 of each. I need wool, not wool cloth. Oh, that makes more sense. Does anyone sell wool? Like, actual wool? Okay, well, let's get rid of wool cloth because we don't need that anymore. Where am I going to find wool? Interesting. Okay, we're on the hunt for wool now. A ship right, but never a ship wrong. Just so much effort. Someone just said, can someone just sell me wool as opposed to wool cloth? No, I don't mean to speak to you. I want to go inside the town, please. Please move. Cute. Flax, salt, linen. I've got tar, I've got timber. Where do I get wool? Okay, Ireland or the south of England, apparently. Or apparently in villages. Interesting. Let's head to whatever this village is. No, that's not a village. It might have been a village, actually. Cheese, meat, honey. I'm just going to go around all these villages so I find what I need. I guess so. Honey, pork, ale. It did say go to like the south of England or Ireland, so I'll have to try. Oh, there's wool. I found some wool. Please, 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 I beg you. Run to Edinburgh as quick as you can. Nottingham's under siege again, no surprise there. Run to Edinburgh. Is it? It's dawn now. Bugger. Let's wait here for some time. Wait till night time, just because it's much quicker to get to where I need to go. Okay. Stroll through the town, please. I now have wool, not wool cloth. That must have been where I was going wrong. Because I can't imagine you need that much. And then, if needs be, I've already got all the tar I could ever need, probably. Please build me a ship. I have many warriors. Can you build a boost for me? I want Ashwood. It's cheap. 25 days. Hallelujah. Is my ship ready yet? 25 days. So on the 27th of April, I need to return to Edinburgh. And now I have like no money left. So let's go get some money. Let's go to the meat hall, see if there is a prison broker here. There's not going to be, because why is there ever? Let's go harass Wessex some more, shall we? It's a good way to make money. Either their trade or a lord, whatever they've got really. I don't want to anger the actual lords too much because I might want to try get some of the lords away from Wessex at some point, but right now I just need to get some money from somewhere. Hello trader. I want a toll. 969 pennies? Yep. And then you literally can't attack them for 3 days because they paid a toll. Is Cornubia surviving? It kind of is, only just. Let's not go anger the man with 600 troops in his army. That feels like a terrible idea. I'm happy to have some more standard bearers and arms bearers there. Always useful to have. I need to be a little bit careful with how much upgrading I do because I just don't have the money at the moment. But like I said, if I can just keep harassing... Wessex trade as best possible. That's probably my best chance. Or we can go after 139 thieves. That sounds fun.
What's this then, eh?
Okay. Oh, we can ambush. That sounds fun. Charge. There's a lot of them, but there's also a lot of us. And actually this gets the fight started much quicker. Well, I think that horseman is going to die because he's just charged in. I'm guessing that's beta, as it isn't, as it normally is. I also think in ambush attacks, I don't know if they can flee or not. I'm not actually sure on that. Right, let's get the good old two-hander out and do as much damage as we possibly can. That guy's just trying to punch us with his fists. What a manly man he is. They're running into the sea, those ones. So presumably they're going to drown. Everyone charged. Welcome back, Tank Slavic. Good to see you. Must be late for you. It's late for me here. Those guys are just running into the sea. Crazy. I guess eventually they're just going to, like, drown. There's no way we're going to catch up to them, but they might be able to use They might be able to use missiles. Go on. Someone catch up to him. Even if it's just a horseman, but he's going to have to be quick. Oh nice, he managed it. 4 renown, 9 morale, 33 ruffians. And I'm going to share the loot, and I'm going to grab as much as I can. Even though it's terrible loot, I just need money. So I spent it all on the ship. And until that ship is built, I'm a bit low on the old cash. Johnny Cashingtons. Okay, let's head to London. Preferably avoiding any nasty Wessex lords. If there's any trade we can go after, then definitely go after that. Even just to extract a toll would be nice. Ooh, a whole bunch of Danish attackers there. I'm not going to bother because we won't get much out of that. But there is a tournament here. We could try the tournament. I mean, tournaments haven't been going very well for us at the moment anyway. But we can give it a go. We can at least try. That's the main thing. As long as you tried your best, that's what they would always say at school. I'm going to hold on to especially the timber and the tar I'm going to hold on to. But I do want to buy some more food because we're running quite low. Bread, vegetables, cheese, cheese, cheese. And I am going to attempt this competition even though it's going to go horrendously wrong as normal. Especially as I've been given a spear and shield. And it always spawns me in a really odd location. I just need to get one kill. Okay, I got the one kill I needed. I got the one kill I needed to get me through the first round, that's the main thing. And then, hopefully we can get through the other rounds without too much. No problem, thanks, David. Take your time. I'll probably still be here. I'm going to be here for a little while yet. Okay, 3 teams with 8 fighters. Everyone on mate. Let's make them fight each other. Okay. I got one of those 2 kills, which is good. Everyone follow me. Okay. Oh, a lot of people died there. Actually no, less than I thought. Let's go green team. There we go. We've got the 2 kills we need to get through this round, but I think we're winning this fight anyway, which is excellent. Well, this chap is clearing house a bit, isn't he? Luckily we are successful. 3 teams with 1 fighter, that could go badly wrong. If we aren't... Okay, we're given a sword and shield, which isn't bad, but we are going to have to kill one person quickly. Otherwise we're going to have to deal with fighting 2 on 1, which I don't really relish. Can I get that shield in time? No. Well, we might just be able to win the fight anyway. Oh no! We needed that shield, didn't we? Man, tournaments are not going my way today. Do you have any interesting chips for me? You got some Snickers. I should just not bother with tournaments, they're just not going my way today. There's a whole bunch of Danish stuff here, my word. I don't really want to expand my group of soldiers up anymore because I've got quite a lot of soldiers as it is. I don't really want to push for more just yet, I think. But I do want to sell my prisoners somewhere. I definitely can't sell it in Dunwich because I'm not really welcome there after I raided one of their monasteries. So I head to Tomton. Hopefully we can sell them there. If there's a prison broker, there's not. I think all the prison brokers there must be a prison broker strike at the moment. I think I can actually sell them at the salt mine if I remember correctly. And for some reason, all the Wessex lords are going up to the very tip of Scotland to raid my villages, even though there's plenty of other places they could be raiding, but what can you do? Foreman, can I sell you my slaves? Cool, thank you. I probably don't get as good amount of money, but it's still worth doing. Right now, just until my ship is ready, I want to just do the best I can and stay afloat. Because when I have the ship, I can, I think, make a lot more money. But again, we're just going to head into and just do as much raiding of trade as we can in Chippenham, really. Or in Wessex general. I just need to, because we're losing money at quite a heavy rate now per week. Or per paycheck, I should say. We need to be a little bit careful. There's a lot of Wessex lords around here. I think we're going to have to... Oh yeah, they've definitely marshalled up around here. We're going to run to Cirencester to kind of save ourselves. We might... I think we can take you on if we're clever. I demand something from you. I want everything. I'm going to fight you for it. Hand over your goods, good sir. Oh, this one of these. Okay, let's charge. Just go. Archers here. Skirmishers here. Cavalry, just hold because you'll just die. But infantry and spearmen can charge. That's not a problem. Because it's one of these kind of like ambush settings. Ow. But they are losing pretty quickly, which is good. There we go. These spearmen do have quite good range on them, that's the only thing. There we go. Everyone can charge now if they so wish. We probably do get more money from actually fighting them than we do just taking a toll. What can we do? And we do get a good amount of prisoners as well, which is good. Oh yeah, this was definitely worth doing. Give me all the loot to sell, thank you. And we can sell it straight away in Cirencester. Excellent. Stones, we'll hold on to any food that we've got off them. It means that we don't need to buy food, so that's pretty good in that regard. He actually doesn't have enough money, so we need to take these helmets back, I think. There we go. We can sell the rest in the armour, it's not really a huge problem. I'm just going to dump this food in and then I can take it back. At least that way it's kind of a little bit more organised, if not greatly more organised. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere in terms of cash. Let's go after you as well. I want all your stuff. Because that went quite well last time. Wessex are not going to like us for doing this, but, you know, well, we need money. So they're going to have to deal with it. So they're charging in for us, so let's just go. Cavalry, hold here. And skirmishers, hold here. Everyone hold here who's fragile. And the frontline troops can go in. And then after that, they can push in once it's a little bit safer to do so. At least I think that's the best thing to do. Okay. Let's throw some javelins into the mass of soldiers over there. We definitely take a few more casualties doing this way, but it is definitely much, much quicker. Okay. If we... Cease and desist, gentlemen. Cease and desist. There we go. Chop your back in half. Chop your back in half. Chop your back in half. I'm trying to remember what it was I said. Was it you that crowbarable? I said that in a 7-day stream and then everyone made fun of me. Let's go to you. Oh, I didn't get the rest of the guys involved. Probably should have done. Never mind. How many men did we lose there? We lost 9. Not ideal, but it does mean our wage bill gets a little bit cheaper every time. So in that regards, it's not terrible. Share the loot as is common. Definitely I could be getting a lot more loot, but no, but I don't know if it's a morale loss or a loss of renown, but it's still not a great thing to be doing. So I still think this is a better way to do it, all things considered. Let's sell this. And we are actually getting some more varied food from the traders, which is good. Because it means that we don't need to constantly buy food, and we've been having to buy quite terrible food, so actually buying nicer food is not a bad thing by any means. I do want to find somewhere to sell these prisoners though. There's a quarry up here, we can sell them there. If nothing, if we can't sell them elsewhere. Can we take you on? Absolutely not. Okay, let's head to the quarry. And sell the prisoners there. I think the foreman is down the bottom, slightly annoyingly. It would make sense if it was. I don't know if they give me a worse price, but sometimes it's worth doing it just to clear the space. Can I get my slaves to work here? No. I want to send my prisoners to you. Oh yeah, so they only pay 15 pennies. It's not ideal. Some of these guys are pretty high quality. I'd like them to actually be sold for their relevant price. So I need to try find an actual prison broker. But there are just no prison brokers around in the village at the moment. They really must be going on strike. We know where we can sell them, it's just a bit of a pain to get there. Okay, let's head to... Well, we'll see if we can actually find a proper... Oh, there's an ambush. Oh my god, that's quite a big ambush. Charge, gents, charge. Please leave me alone. Go away. There we go. That was a tough ambush, actually. There's a lot of quite tough soldiers there, but we managed to deal with it, which is good. If we can find an actual prison broker, that would be excellent. But of course, no. Hang on a second, Solveig. Come with me. You're going to annoy a lot of people, but I want to check something. I'd like to ask you something. Can we become friends? Yes, handsome. I mean, warlord. I'd like to ask you something. I can't remember if there's a way I can bring you on side, so to speak. And give you, and if I give you something, it increases our relationship. I can't remember which mod it is. I think you can actually like have relationships with your companions. Hang on. Is there a way to... Apparently you cannot marry female companions. That's sad. Because you can in Britain order. So I'm guessing we have to find some other way to... Well, she's on side. She's going to cause a lot of problems, probably, because she's a bit different from us. But if she stays on side, she should be a cool shield maiden to have. But I have just spent 3,000 slightly unnecessarily, but what can I do? What do I want to be doing? 17 days till the ship is ready. And then I might be able to eventually go actually see my own village, which I've never been able to visit yet. Head to Edinburgh, let's see if we can sell... Okay, yeah. Solving is already going to cause some problems. Oh, there's a tournament here. I mean, tournaments have gone so well last time. Let's just try again. There's a lot of red people here. I just need one kill. There we go. I think we got one. Well, here comes yellow. I do like that you can actually use a spear to kind of go over the top of shields. Well done, veteran fighter. Just me and you. Saving the day. 14 to 3 fighters. Okay, stay here. Fight as a unit, please. Fight as a unit. Hold the position and fight as a unit. If we don't fight as a unit, we're never going to survive. I definitely want this guy's sword once he's dead. I want the sword, and I actually want the shield as well. There we go. Okay, now you can charge. I've got an extra shield and a sword, I'm happy. Well, I do have a camp defender who's not going to be that strong. There we go, but me and the Sphere Warrior, we're okay. This is 2 teams of 4 fighters each. Hold here, not that it's going to make much of a difference, but at least we can attack as one group, and they might be a bit more spread out. Go now, actually. While they're a little bit spread out, we'll go now. Ow. Please stop throwing things at me. Okay, you're dealt with. I'm going to have to stay at the back. There we go. We just about survived. I accidentally picked up a second spear, not that I really needed it. 2 teams of 2 fighters. Who's left? Quite a few good soldiers. But I do have sword and shield. Come back here. Stop running ahead. At least fighters a pair. Because if you just run off, you're just going to die straight away. Charge now. Okay, you're dealt with. And you're dealt with. Well done, Severe Warriors. You survived. That's good. 2 teams of 2 fighters again. Who's left? It doesn't really matter. I have a spear and shield. I really dislike that, especially as they've both got axes. One of them has axes. That's really rather annoying. Come on, we were doing so well. We were doing so well in this tournament, thank you. One more fight, come on, we can do this. Who's left? A severe warrior. I've got an axe and shield, he's got an axe and shield. Okay. We should be okay, hopefully. Okay, that's a good first hit. There we go. After all the tournament mishaps, we finally earned some money. Not much money, but some money, nonetheless. Dear me. But it also means that Edinburgh's a bit more, likes us a bit more, which is by no means a bad thing. So to Squeen, about 16 days till our vessel is done. I'd love to be able to sell these prisoners, but I genuinely think they might have all gone on strike because I can't find any prison brokers anywhere, honestly. Watchman, Wandering Bard. I'm determined to find one somewhere. Come on. Come on. Nope. Deary me, honestly. Just none of them anywhere, is there? So I'm glad we won that tournament. That's going to give us a bit of breathing room in terms of cash. It means we can also upgrade. Oh my goodness, that's going to cost a lot of money. Well, we just upgraded all those young warriors and that's all our money spent. Okay. I don't even know if we actually checked that establishment, but we'll head to Stones Road to sell these prisoners. I shouldn't have upgraded all those troops. Because I've now just lost all the money I once had. Hang on, let me get the horse off Beta for a second. I know it's a lame pony, but it's still going to be much quicker than actually just trying to go on foot. It will take much longer. Nope, I still need to go on foot anyway. Great. I think this guy's going to get a whole bunch of business from now on, because I don't know what's happened to all the prison brokers, but they don't seem to be hanging around at all. I think I'll probably stop the stream fairly soon, but I'd like to at least see my ship in action and see how many troops it can hold. It really is a rather long walk. I just need to remember to give the horse back to Beda after I've done this. I guess they reward you slightly for making this long run, because you do get an extra dinar or an extra penny for each prisoner, but you know, it's only about an extra 50 pennies even when you're at maximum capacity of prisoners. So it's not a huge amount. But I just can't find any prison brokers on the actual map. That's the problem. I have saves to sell. Okay, that might just get us through payday. And we return to Wessex then, I think, just to go harass the trade. Wessex must be at war with like half the world now. So we're with Denmark, Northumbria, Lothian, Frisia, Northumbria, Cornwall, Ulaid, Lagan, Mumain, and Ulneil and Meads. That's like half of Ireland, all of the external factions not on the British Isles, and half the factions on the British Isles. They must be having a whole bunch of issues. And they'll still come and they'll still end up coming and attacking my village in the middle of nowhere. Okay, we just about survived payday. Wonderful. East Anglia has now gone to war with Wessex as well. I mean, they are pretty strong. I think they are going to struggle. Like, they're strong and their army is very strong. And they have a lot of men. I just don't think they're going to be able to hold up against this many factions by themselves. I'm glad I'm not with Wessex still, because I think it would have been a real issue to try hold on to any... If I was given any land, I think it would have been a real struggle to hold on to it. Okay, they're sieging Cirencester. Anywhere I can make my mark. Tales of your successes spread around the kingdom. Everywhere you go, your procession is surrounded by beggars. Allocate 200 pennies to the alms fund. Reputation is going to become more positive, not a bad thing at all. Especially when reputation is minus 19, it could really do with some help. I don't actually need more soldiers at the moment, to be honest. So I'm not going to go after them. I want to find some trade. Trade is going to be where I make... And if I make any money, it's going to be in trade. And fighting. Or fighting trade, I should say. Or fighting a weak lord if I can find them, but I imagine... Oh, let's see if we can help the Cornwall here. Oh no, these are... Oh, these are not Cornwall. These are East Anglia, aren't they? They are, damn. Well, we just have to leave like 30 troops behind. That's the consequences of doing what I did, I suppose. That's annoying. Still, my wage bill should be cheaper. Yeah, that's the consequence of raiding in East Anglia. I'm just pretty much no longer welcome there at all. I could just double down on raiding in East Anglia. Stop raiding my fief. Do you not have any, like, there are so many other factions you could raid. Honestly. Do I just double down and go and raid another monastery? But the thing is, the amount of money I got from it wasn't even that good, from memory. And I think my reputation takes a big hit, so it's really not worth it, I don't think. I thought they were Cornubians and I went to help them, they are very much not so. I'm gonna... This is going great. 145. Yeah. We're gonna run away again. It's gonna hit our morale for a second time. But what can we do? This is what happens when I get a little bit tired when playing this game and I don't really pay attention as best I should. Let's head back to Scotland, it's a bit safer there. And we'll make a profit now because we're losing soldiers. Dear me. Next time we speak to some lords, they're going to be like, why did you run away from blah de blah? So that's not great, but what can we do? Only 5 days till our ship is done, and we might actually be able to fit... Now that we lost so many soldiers, we might actually be able to fit them on our ship. But let's head back to actual Lathland proper, I think. It's been a long time since we've headed to Lathland proper. Oh, the ship is done. 4 days earlier than expected, but we're going to Edinburgh. See the ships. Where is my ship? Travel to another port. Where is my ship? Okay, wait here for some time. And we'll go speak to shipwright in Edinburgh. Okay, we need to choose our support. We'll support your Orcan this time. That way we kind of have mildly positive relations with both, if not really great relations with either of them. Let's stroll through the town. Please don't ambush me, that would be annoying. Please tell me my ship is ready. Ship, 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 ship. Is my ship ready yet? Yes. Launch the boat. See the ships. Customize ship. Holds 90 men. Excellent. What should we name this ship? What's a good Viking? I'm trying to think what a good Viking name is for a ship. You know what? We're just gonna call it Skoll, which is just like cheers. I want to change the sail as well. What do I quite like the blue and white. That costs money? Oh, it does. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, I want to sail from the port. I need to get rid of 3 of my men. 3 spearmen, because you're quite expensive. Let's set sail from Edinburgh. We have our first ship! And also, that's cool, we can land there. And then you just come and pick up your ships again. This is so cool. I want to go do a ship battle. I might even find like a trader. They're not all too fond about crossing the open ocean, which is fair enough. So I'm trying to stay close to the coast if I can help it. Oh, let's go for you. Come on. Yeah, run away from me. I will drink from your skull. I will fight. This is our first sea battle. This is so cool. I can't remember if I actually need to steer this or not. I think probably not, but look how cool this is. Come on, gents, at the ready. They've got 2 boats. Interesting. I think if I fall in this, if you fall in the sea, you just end up dying straight away. They've got 3 ships. Look at this. Let's do as much damage as we can over the side of the ocean. There's another ship coming in. If I can deal with this guy before he comes in, that would be good. How we do it? Oh god, no, let's not do that. Wow, there's a lot of dead people here. Jump over. I like ship battles, but against Vikings we're definitely going to lose, because this is their kind of their strong suit. Please don't fall in the ocean. Thank you. Okay, you're dealt with. Jump across to here. There we go. Our first ship battle! Nice! Well done, guys. So we have to take all these guys prisoner. Share the loot, absolutely. Do we have to decide what to do with the boats? Potentially. If you have any fear of God, pay heed to the warnings I'm about to speak. The demon called Solvig must be put to the death right now. Beta. No more petty disputes. Do we not get to capture the boat? I guess not. Let's land. I think I'm going to leave it there. But that is so cool to finally have our own ships. I'm really chuffed that we finally have our own ships. It's taken a long time. We finally have our own ship and I'm thrilled. Whiskers, thanks Slavic, thank you very much for joining. Anyone else who popped by, very much appreciated. More streams, more videos coming very, very soon indeed, and that I am back from my time away. See you very soon. Take care and have a good new year. Bye bye.